My name is Bryce Lewis. I live in Fort Collins, Colorado. I run a company called The Strength Athlete, and I'm a powerlifter myself. I've been running The Strength Athlete for just about 5 years now, and we provide coaching for powerlifters around the world. So we work with athletes from beginners all the way up through advanced, and we provide coaching for lifting technique, for programming, nutrition, mindset. We kind of try to combine all of this to make better athletes. So that's been what I've been doing for the better part of 5 years. Additionally, as much as possible, I try to spread good information. I'm a lifter myself, so I've been trying to improve myself for squats, competed in the 105 kilo category for USA Powerlifting and IPF, and just came off a gold medal win at World Championships, so stoked about that. So I had a kind of roundabout way of getting into powerlifting. I started off playing volleyball in high school and college. I coached for a number of years, and then kind of along the way of playing volleyball, I started liking the lifting more than the playing of volleyball. I found some forums online on bodybuilding.com, kind of started enjoying the lifting a lot more. I did bodybuilding for a while, and then I did my first bodybuilding show. I did bodybuilding for a few years in kind of a structured way, competed, and then found out that I liked the lifting more than competing in bodybuilding too. Just the stress of dieting and the payoff of getting on stage just didn't make all the prep worthwhile for me. But what did make it worthwhile was lifting heavy and setting PRs, and that's when I discovered powerlifting. And that's kind of really where I found my home. And I competed for about 7 years or so to where I am today. A lot of the moments that were my favorite when it comes to strength have been those goals that you set and you just kind of surpass. And for me, some of the biggest ones have been a 600-pound squat, a 700-pound squat, 405-pound bench, and then a 495 5-plate bench, and then an 800-pound deadlift have been my favorites. And those, the moments of celebration I'm talking about were kind of just in my basement, just lifting on my own and just kind of setting that marker of progress and just kind of confirming to myself that I've come a long way, that I've been able to see this progress and kind of check these things off. So those have been my favorites. The biggest thing that I had to deal with in being a top-level athlete has nothing really to do with being a top-level athlete, but more so to deal with kind of self-imposed pressure on how I think I should be acting and how much I feel like I should be focusing on myself or competitors or something like that. It's been a real adjustment to just bring the focus back in on myself and not really so much on what other people are doing. And all that stuff I can't control anyways, so it's kind of just about letting that stuff fall where it does, and I'm just gonna make progress or I'm not. It's sometimes hard to stay motivated. I think motivation kind of comes and goes. It's easy to stay motivated for powerlifting, but if you string together a few workouts where things are going to absolute crap, and not necessarily that things are going to absolute crap, but that you can't see a way forward to future progress, it starts to feel a little bit dismal, kind of like, why am I doing this? You start to question that stuff. Should I be doing something else? But I'm still showing up in the gym every day. Like that's off the table. Like I never skip days because I'm demotivated. Almost all federations I can think of have had athletes that have tested positive. I'm talking like across sports, period. You know what I mean? So I think that the best that we can do is to ask for as level a playing field as possible. And I'd rather there be rules in place for drug enforcement where people aim to play clean, or at least to play by the rules. And in the case of drug-free feds, that's no drugs. I'm taking 3 weeks to rehab some back injury kind of stuff. We'll be doing some of that today and tomorrow in the gym here. But besides that, I'm skipping nationals this year so that I can focus on myself and on rehabbing. It's just a little tight turnaround to expect to be in peak form by the time nationals rolls around in mid-October. But I'll still be training relatively the same. I'll still be kind of grinding, looking for progress. Again, I'm trying to bring that focus back into myself, so I'm bringing it back to numbers. I'd love to squat 725. I'd love to bench 525. I'd love to deadlift 825. Just kind of chip things forward as I go forward. And I think if I do that, I'll not only have more fun with the sport, but I'll be more competitive as well.